That could be a good right-wing grift. We were talking about something environmental. We sell like wildly expensive meat.
Anti-woke
like
sand
for every
for your
steak
kids.
you buy, we burn one because the environment.
Yeah,
just something like that. Yeah.
It's a gay cow
Taylor's
butcher.
Wasteful Meat Co. And like,
we burn the steak.
Here at Spot Company Meats, we waste an enormous amount of product because fuck the left. You know, that's what we do.
You get one steak per cow.
One steak per cow. Yeah. It's like where they shave down the whole tree into a 2x4 instead of making use of it.
Could you just surgically remove like a slice of filet mignon from a cow and then stitch him back up and he'd be okay, and then come back a few months later and it'd grown back and just get that slice out again? Could I have forever cow?
You can't do that.
This is genius. Why not, Taylor? What are you, the cow police?
Because like if I went into Kyle's thigh and removed part of his quad and then chained him back up to the radiator, like I'm not gonna have a new thigh steak in a month.
I promise not to chain any cows to radiators.
I'm gonna have
all right, Taylor, counterpoint.
Yeah.
I tore my ACL. The doctor harvests my patella tendon, right? It's like from the kneecap to your shin bone.
Mm-hmm.
And then he makes an ACL out of that. And he says, Woody, this thing grows back. As a matter of fact, if you tear your ACL again in 4 years, I can reharvest the same patella tendon, the same section that I removed. I'll use that to fix you, 4 years from now, or whatever it is, 5 years. I think you can regrow some quad. Just don't take too much.
What's this doctor's Yelp rating?
That's all I needed. I'm sold, Woody. That was a good argument. I think you're right. You just need to be tactful about the amount of quad you would remove.
Yeah.
I'll be tactful.
You couldn't do like filet mignon though, because like that's surrounding its spine, right? Like it would.
I'll be
probably
careful.
Die. Yeah, you'd have to start with it will
probably be paralyzed, which will only make the meat more tender next time we harvest.
Yeah.
He's thinking
that's
ahead.
terrible.
He's playing on another level.
See, this isn't a person. We're not worried about mobility or like happiness or any of that stuff. Like, will the cow be able to play tennis? Probably not. But we'll be able to go back in a year, get another maybe a ribeye next time. Maybe,
I'd rather do that than like the lab grown meat.
Well, yeah,
there's no way that's going to taste.
If there's no suffering, then you can't enjoy yourself thoroughly at the table.
Why is it so much more humane to kill a cow and eat all of it than to just wound a cow repeatedly? At least the cow's alive in that situation.
You harvest the cow slowly over time. You don't go to a berry bush and say, "All right, pull it up by the root. Let's take it back to camp." No, you pick a few berries off. You come back next year. Look at that, more berries.
This is how we should be growing meat.
We got used to killing the animals because our ancestors had to, but now we can do whatever the fuck we want to them.
Yeah.
We got medical science. If we do it like the cartel does, we can inject them with amphetamines so they can't pass out from the pain, whatever we want.
Well, let's see what Google can you cut pieces off a cow and let it regrow for infinite food? Let's see.
No, you're gonna look that up. Fucking earthworm cow hybrid. No, you can't do that.
I'm glad you just touched on the best part.
Look it up, Taylor.
Well, you never know. Look, some retards on Reddit are talking about it.
let's cut Redditors off and let them regrow.
Oh, I'm down.
All right. So one thing we know for sure. All right, let's back up from cows. Let's say I've got an iguana. I cut its leg off and I eat it. It grows a new leg. I eat that.
I'm not eating lizards.
It grows a new leg. I eat it. Right. So I just need to get some iguana DNA into this cow, so he'll grow back some musculature.
You could do that for an iguana tail, but I don't think they regrow other stuff.
Some like little lizards and stuff grow whole arms and stuff back. Lobsters grow everything back. Every time they molt their shell, new arms, new claws, new fucking antenna. I think they grow eyeballs back.
What?
Okay.
What are they? What are they when they molt? Like worms? What do they look like?
I think there's a new shell forming under the old shell, and the old shell's kind of sloths off and like brand new and fancy shell.
Okay, if that's true, then the lobster's your best idea for this so far, because you're not going to get a bunch of people eating lizards. I bet. I
just keep breaking its claws off and eating them, and he just keeps growing them back. Yeah.
If they really are regrowing those big giant lobster claws, that's a good idea.
Takes 5 years though.
Fuck. That's not ideal.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of lobsters.
How often do you have lobster though?
Not that often. Crab's better. Yeah,
I
if
don't
like
have a-
snow crab regrow, if you could like break off like 4 legs
I
off
don't
a
even
snow
like
crab and
lobster.
let
I
them
really
regrow.
wanted this to be a cow. Can we make a cow lobster hybrid so that it grows its hoofs back and
It can be whatever
I
you
just
want
have
it to be, man.
never-ending sirloin?
It worked in Jurassic Park.
Did it?
They combined like some frogs and some dinosaurs and made animals.
I think
Dino
the-
deer!
And
I
it
don't-
allowed the dinosaurs to change sex like frogs do. And
I think
that's
the
how they
lesson of that
reproduce.
movie was that it didn't work specifically.
It worked really
Or
well.
I think that
It
maybe
worked
they
too
just took
well.
the wrong angle.
They're just unintended consequences.
worked
There's
in
more
Jurassic
dinosaurs
Park.
than they thought. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think we have
true.
different
That-
definitions of success. You're wanting to say
worked
safe,
in
I'm trying to get
Frankenstein,
more
you know.
dinosaurs.
You're right. I think Jurassic Park was about man's arrogance. And about
Sounds
how
good,
one guy
though.
with a goofy cane thought he
Yeah,
could
one
conquer
guy's
the-
arrogance
the-
is another guy's
Jurassic.
can-do attitude. I think
He
we should
made
give it a go.
dinosaurs. I say the whole thing is a win.
He didn't
The
do
idea that
shit.
Jurassic-
Newman made the dinosaurs.
Jurassic.
The guy with the amber stick was basically Steve
No.
Jobs. Newman was in there
No,
with
the
his
doctor from
Barbasol
Oz
can.
made the dinosaurs. Yeah, Woo.
That
Henry
Japanese
Woo.
fellow. Yep.
Oh,
Mr.
you're
Woo.
Well, Newman helped. You know,
Newman was the security guy.
He was the
that
computer
the
guy.
IT guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
paid well enough, so he sold him out. He shuts the security down and he sneaks out the embryos to sell them the private market to that guy met, before. We got Dotson's here.
Dobson.
We got Dotson. See, nobody cares.
Black, so that
Yeah,
German
big
Shepherd will be
meaty
going.
calf. Yeah, that. He's wearing he's not wearing a protective suit. His bare calf is out, and he's losing that calf muscle when that
He's
dog
gonna
shows
miss
up.
it.
Yeah.
No,
Grow
he's
back
gonna-
though.
Yeah, but it'll grow back.
And then we'll
by the
and then
cow
we'll eat
system.
it again.
Yeah, and then you let,
And then he'll
you
eat
let
it
the
again.
German Shepherd.
We're right back
run
to
on
the
him
first
again.
10 minutes
I
of the
swear
show.
that will work. You can grow steak. Why couldn't
That's
you just
brilliant.
have like can I get rid of the cow's brain? Because I feel awful about the cow having to exist like that. Could I just have the body of a cow with no brain and it keeps growing new steaks? And I mean, it's like the Play-Doh dream house thing you could get where like steak just kind of comes out as it heals, and I'm like, oh, the steak's ready, and you slice it off at the edge, and like you got your little filet mignon puck, just
I
perfectly
don't know. I
shaped.
don't know if the technology's there yet.
I mean, we've got crazy medical technology. You think if we applied it to keeping cows alive in perpetual sort of zombification
Yeah.
hellscape, then
Take all the
I'm
NASA
sure
money that they're not using to go back to the moon
All
and put
that.
it towards the
all
cow
that.
theory.
We'll be regrowing cows no sooner than 2025.
I'd believe that more than Mars.
Probably cheaper just to let a cow have sex, though. In the end,
I don't know. I was
Cow.
thinking that. Like, what
It is
takes
cheaper.
more hay? To regrow a little cow injury or to turn a baby cow into an adult one?
The research to determine the answer. That's the answer. That takes more hay. So I'm pretty sure we should just keep making cows the old-fashioned
Isn't
way.
growing the baby just all the meat growing?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how you turn hay. That's probably the best way to turn hay into meat. I just didn't want as many cows to have to die. I wanted you ever see how
Right.
like those trendy fuckers in movies will have like a wheatgrass garden in their kitchen and be like, oh, and they'll like get some scissors out, cut a bunch of wheatgrass, grind it up, make a little shake. I wanted that, but with an animal.
Right.
You know
I
how
wanted to-
chickens nobody.
I wanted
feels
a
bad
lamb
for?
that lived in my cabinet, but its ass just kind of stuck out and a little bit would grow out. And there we go.
How about this? You know how chickens nobody gives a shit because they're ornery and mean and like peck at you.
Sure.
You care about cows because they're nice.
They are.
What if we made meaner cows?
Ooh, that's right. If we're going to genetically engineer cows, just make
like
them
you rough them
angry.
up and like slap
make
them around. and-
make them mean cows, and then nobody feels bad.
I think they started mean. And then we
so
did
too.
this to them. So we need like a Jurassic Park, like cloning the original cows to get them back.
I like them docile
you're
and
right.
friendly.
They are
I mean, they're-
great.
They
Yeah,
wait
cows
their
are
turn.
great,
giant
but
dogs.
You're the one who has a problem with killing them. I don't.
I want to kill fewer of them.
I want to kill more.
That's one of my favorite, like scary. It's like, how you can go to Red Lobster and get that one. I want to do that, but with a fucking lamb. I want to be able to be like, nah, that guy right there. That one. That one gave me the evil eye.
This,
Remember that
this
bit from
right
South
here.
Park?
Yeah.
I want to be able to
Listen.
pick the one.
I want that one's heart. Like that when she's getting a pig heart for a.
He gave me the
transplant.
evil eye. It looked
That's
at me
good.
funny. I'd love to be able to pick the animal out. That would be dark though. If there was a slaughterhouse/restaurant, that's one of those combos that'll never fly.
It takes a long time to butcher a cow. Like you would be
But I just
waiting
want a
for
steak.
a long time.
I don't need you to finish the butchering process. Cut me off my portion. Go right for it in that dead cow. How long
just
would that
ruin
take?
the cow. Just gore into it.
No, don't use a power drill. Use your regular butchery implements
Okay, fair
and
enough.
strategies. But get me my chunk out right now. It'd take like 5 minutes to cut a good chunk out. You're quick. Remember those Japanese guys when they cutting up the tuna with those big swords?
Yes.
Asians are
I
the
do-
best at everything. We're in
I
so
do
much
like that.
trouble in the next
I
few
watched
years.
a couple of videos of that like recently, like a couple hours late at night. I got really fucking high and I watched like videos of people at the Suzuki or whatever fish market buying really expensive tunas and then carving them up and then like directly serving them. And then I watched videos of the puffer fish. And this guy was going so fast cleaning the puffer fish. Like he clearly
Deadly
does
if
like
you clean it
100 a
wrong.
day. Yeah, the deadly if you clean it wrong. But this guy like knew what I would eat the puffer fish from him all day. He knew what he was doing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Really, any
it's like,
Asian guy.
yeah, it's
I
like
know
this
we
guy's been
got-
doing it for 30 years and nobody dies because if they do, like in Japan, if you serve somebody puffer fish and they get like sick, you go to jail.
I know we got a rat, but the opposite of that, like trusting that Japanese fellow to make you puffer fish. I went to a hibachi place and they had a Filipino guy. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Stop spinning that egg around and give me my rice. This
Yeah.
isn't traditional at all.
I want a real Asian guy. I saw a white guy
Fuck out of
cooking
here.
at a hibachi place once and I wanted to vomit.
He was browner
Get
than
outta
dick.
here.
Like,
He's brown.
That's bullshit. Filipinos are basically Mexicans. You can't have that.
they are the
shit.
Mexicans of Asia.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Yeah.